What's up, doll collectors, hobbyists, fabs, and besties? I'm Toya, an adult doll collector. Welcome to my miniverse. What should we do today? Let's check the comments. Toya, do you have mermaid tails for the guys? Good question. Let's see if they can fit some of the tails that we have. We've made a lot of tails over the years, and I store them in my Disney binder because I think, Little Mermaid. And here we are. We made these tails using hot glue and a headband 2 years ago in this video. Let's grab a made to move Ken and try on the mermaid tail. And yeah, he can pretty much fit it. So we could use the same tutorial to make a tail for the guys. Since this one was made for a classic Barbie, it's a little shorter than I would like, but we could totally use the same instructions to make one just for Ken. Ooh, the blue tail is giving Zach from Mako Mermaids. All right, who's up for a little shopping? Grab the keys and let's go. I headed over to Ross Dress for Less to find a few deals, and I'm already seeing mini brands home. I am definitely missing my mini brands, and 2 capsules for $11.99 is not too bad. And I see Disney Doorables Hercules Collection Peek for $6.99. I don't have this, and we're getting 9 minis. I am totally adding the Muses, Zeus, and Hera to my collection. I'm not seeing a ton of Barbie today. Oh, but there's a helicopter, and I do like the idea of travel. I just spotted the Panda Care Center for $14.99 and Sophia from Unicorn Academy for $7.99. Let's grab a few things and check out. I picked up the Mini Brands Home 2-pack, and there are a few minis I would still like to find, like the pink chair. Mini Brands Home works pretty good with some of our mini dolls, so I like my little house, and I need more furniture. Like this, the shell armchair. And I like using the appliances in our van, so I'm okay if we get a few more of those. So here we go. In the first bag, we have a cutting board. I don't think I have this one. This is totally going in the van. And then we have a pitcher, which is definitely a little small for our 1/6 scale dolls, but it's a decent size for smaller dolls like Royal High. In the next bag, we have a pot, and this is a clock. And the last one for this capsule is the air fryer, which is totally going in the van. And there's a little stack of fries that we can place inside. Love that. One more capsule. Please be the chair. Nope, it's the trash can, but it does work pretty good for a doll home office as a way to store pencils. This is totally not the chair because whatever is in here is flat, which is making me think magazines. Yep, 2 magazines. This one is also flat. I hope it's not another set of magazines. And it is another cutting board, which is a double. Wait, this one's pink. It feels like a chair. Let's see. Oh, yes! It's the shell armchair. We finally found it, so we can add it to our miniature room. So the hunt is officially over, and the last mini is some Tupperware, which is a double. But I don't mind, because I got my chair. Speaking of completing collections, I bought the Hercules Collection Peek. I thought $6.99 was a pretty good deal. I like how the gates open to reveal the doors. We get a special edition certificate with the names of all the characters on the back. Let's open our first door to see it's Thalia. And please forgive me if I'm pronouncing these wrong, but she's super cute with her little ponytail. Let's open the double doors in the center, which has Hercules. Okay, and he has a sword and a shield. Ready for a little training. This is bringing back so many memories. I remember learning all the words to go the distance and singing at the top of my lungs. I do apologize to all of my family who had to live through that. Here's Hera, and this is Terpsichore. Her hair looks like a crown, and she has those big glittery eyes. Behind the next door, just a minute, it is Melpomene with all that hair. Then we have Zeus, who also has a lot of hair. This guy looks kind of angry. Then we have Calliope, looking fabulous. And our last one is Cleo, looking to the side. And our collection is looking pretty good. When I was at Ross, I didn't pick up the helicopter, but I do like the idea of a little summer travel. And as I was walking out, I ran across this, a Barbie RC SUV that can fit 2 dolls, priced at $19.99. We get an instruction booklet, a sticker sheet, which I am happy to get. A while back, we decorated a Barbie Jeep with stickers and it turned out so cute. We have a remote control. I use a screwdriver to open the back so we can add 2 AA batteries. The car takes 5. Then let's turn it on. Let's place 2 dolls inside, which do fit in the car. However, their heads are taller than the windshield and the rollover bars in the back. This car appears to be about 12.5 inches long, a little under 6 inches wide, and about 6.5 inches tall. I would love if this car was a little larger. It's about the size of a Barbie sports car. But I love that it's an RC car, so the dolls can go on a road trip. No! Don't worry. Everyone's fine. Everyone's fine. Take 2. So the dolls can go on a road trip. I guess there's a little bit of a learning curve when it comes to driving. But with a little bit of practice, these dolls will totally be ready to explore the outdoors. But they're gonna need some stuff, like a sticker or 2 on the back. You ever see all the ducks on Jeeps? Well, I found this bag of mini ducks at Five Below. They were $2.25, and they come in a variety of colors. According to the internet, Jeep ducking is a friendly gesture, where one Jeep owner will leave a rubber duck on another Jeep to spread joy and connect with other Jeep enthusiasts. I'm going to use a few adhesive dots, put them on the bottom of the ducks, then put them on the dashboard so they stay in place so the dolls can play along, even though this may or may not be a Jeep. We do get 50 ducks, so if you have a doll friend, you can always spread the joy with a fellow miniature enthusiast. Now that the car is ready, the dolls might need a few refreshments. I was reading the comments on our plastic bottles video. You know, this one? Some of you said the top of the native body wash bottle kinda looks like a cooler. So let's see if we can turn it into one. I have 2 caps. I glue them together, and it already kinda looks like a cooler. But we can take a little craft foam and glue it going around. I cut an 1.5 inch strip. I glue it in the back using hot glue. Then I just wrap the rest going around and glue the other end in the back. I cut 2 squares of white craft foam, or rather a rectangle, and I cut out the center, round the corners, and glue them onto the sides to make a little cooler. Our cooler is closed, however the top can open. So we can cut up a glue stick into little pieces, glue them on top to look like ice. But if we do, then the top doesn't really close, unless you keep your ice pretty thin. If it's closed, we can easily store it in the back, where we find a few dog items molded in. Alright, not too bad. Now the dolls need a place to go. So I made a printable with a large welcome sign. Welcome to MyFroggyStuff. We also have a map and a few postcards. I cut out the postcards, fold it in half, and glue it in place so it's double-sided, and we have a quick postcard. And you can always add a layer of cardstock in the middle if you would like to make it sturdier. For the map, we're going to make it pretty much the same way. So let's cut it out, fold it in half, and glue the 2 sides together. Let's fold it accordion style, using this rectangle as a guide. Oops, my measurements were off a little, but you know what? It's free. Then fold it in half to make a little road map for a road trip. For the welcome sign, let's cut it out, glue it onto a few layers of paperboard, glue together leftover strips of paperboard for a base. I paint a few wooden dowels black, then silver. On the base, I mark where I plan to glue the wooden dowels then cover the rest with artificial grass. If you don't have artificial grass, you can always use scrapbook paper or a printable. Now that everything is dry, let's glue the wooden dowels to the back of the printable, then glue it to the base to set the scene for a miniature road trip. So now the dolls can take a selfie in front of the welcome sign while they figure out where they're going and send a few postcards along the way. Thank you for joining us for another random doll stuff video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram and YouTube at MyFroggyStuff and Bella of MyFroggyStuff on Instagram. And we will see you next time. Bye!